What's the word, YouTube? You know who it is. It's your boy Big Will back with another episode, Life After Prison. Let's run it. What's the word, people? It's your boy Big Will back with another episode, Life After Prison. I'm going to talk about the first time I ever saw somebody completely cover themselves in shit. Now you might think, you say, come on, do people really do that? They really do it. Some people will be putting seg, so they act out. You know, you'll have guys that bang their head on the glass or the wall. They'll cut themselves because they're locked in themselves for so long. You get people that are claustrophobic and can't be locked down for 23 hours. You get people who, excuse me, you get people who catch a ticket and they get locked down for a weekend or 30 days, 60 days, and they can't handle it. They can't handle being in their cell for 2 days, 3 days. They can't handle it. When the cellie goes out, they're stuck in. When, you know, they don't go for rec, they're just stuck there. They can't handle it. So they start acting up. What they'll do is they'll stop banging on the door, kicking, and then you'll have some guys, they flood the cell, they block their toilet, and what they do is they put a styrofoam cup in the bottom, and you start flushing it, and once it sucks the cup into the bottom, the toilet just keeps running. So it just keeps running and running and running, and floods. The CO will have to run, they'll have to get maintenance, they'll have to come and shut the water down. By the time that happens, usually the whole tier is flooded. If it's on the bottom tier, whatever, but if it's on the top tier, it starts running out, all the cells get flooded. Next door, it starts running down the tier through people's doors. Everybody got to throw their shit up on their bunks and shit like that. The water will start running over the tier, and it creates a mess, you know. Depending on where you are, some places have that water from like the cesspool and shit, and it'll stink. It stinks, you know, like shit, and it's fucking disgusting. Causes a lot of trouble. So what they'll do is, well, I'll talk about just this kid. The kid's name is Jason. So he was aggravated. He was on a ticket for disrespecting an officer, swearing at him. He wanted water. It was lockdown count. So what he did is he started kicking the door, and he was on the cop gave him a lockdown. So he was, after the second day there, he started acting up. You know, I'm gonna calling the cop on, and I'm gonna fuck you up, and so on and so forth. He had words with him. CO was yeah, like they hear it all the time. Yeah, okay, tough guy, blah blah blah. He walks away. Well, the kids, now he starts flooding out. He starts flooding out. He covers his window. Now, as soon as you cover your window, they come in. They come in and they tell you, oh, take the towel down or take the toilet paper down from the window. It's a security breach. It's a security issue if you block the window, because the CO can't see what you're doing in there. They can't enter your cell or pop it because they don't know if you got a shank or what you're doing inside there. They'll come, they bang in your cell, take the window down, uncover the window. People won't do it. A lot of times they'll block it with a towel or toilet paper, like I said. Some people cut their head and block it with blood or whatever. So he goes and he blocks his window with the towel. Now he's inside the thing, and what a lot of people will do is, some people, when they start telling them, okay, that's it, we're calling the team, we're going to call the code, they call the code. The lieutenant's got to come down. The lieutenant starts telling you, take your shit down from the window, but they got the team outside there. Take the stuff out of your window. This is a warning. Now, depending on what kind of cell you have, if it's bars, it's kind of hard to do with blocking your window. But if it's the metal doors that slide closed and stuff, usually you just get a little window. Picture your cell phone, that being a window that you can look out. It's a little bit bigger than that. It's probably about a foot long by 6 inches wide, right? So, and then you'll have a door. It's a food tray. It opens up with a key. The tray opens up. They slide your tray through it. So they'll start calling the team all the shit. They don't open up the tray because, like I said, they don't know if you're standing there, if you got a shit bomb, if you got a piss bomb. A shit bomb is they'll shit inside of like a coffee bag, a Ziploc bag. And if you're having issues with a cop, they'll shit in it, piss in it, and they put it at the bottom of their door. When the cop comes, they will stomp on the bag. So when they stomp on it, the bag opens up and it like sprays. Shit covers you head to toe, shit and piss and everything. So when you block your window, they stand at the side of your door and they'll yell and shit. And what they'll do is they'll tell you, okay, we're gonna mace you. They call a team. They'll mace you by the crack of your door. They'll send mace in. Now they wait a minute, they can hear. When you're in that predicament, you already know what's coming. You take a towel, you wet it, you wrap it around your face so you can breathe. You try and keep your eyes closed. If it don't hit your eyes directly, it really don't bother your eyes that much. A little bit, but it's mostly in your breath. It'll stop burning your throat, your lungs. It's very hard to breathe. The time that they maced me, like I was damn near close to dying. I had safety inhalers with me, so while I was handcuffed, they were able to give me my inhaler and shit like that, but it's hard to breathe, and it lingers in the air. You're coughing. Everybody's coughing in the whole block for an hour at least. Everybody's coughing, and it just sucks. It sucks. Everybody's opening their windows, and so. But anyways, this kid covers his window. They're in there telling him, uncover your window. No, team's coming in. Okay, fine. The lieutenant comes, they tell him uncover the window, fuck you, blah, blah, blah. Finally, they send mace through the crack of his door. Well, the kid, you can hear him in there, fuck you, and he starts a little coughing. Well, once that happens, the guy in the booth pops the door. When they do, the team runs in. When they did, this kid was covered. I mean, he had shit everywhere. On his arms, his legs. He was standing there bare ass. He had shit covered on your whole body, and they do that because COs don't want to grab you and shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to come in and grab you when you're all full of shit. A lot of guys that can't stomach shit, they will put shampoo or Vasaline or lotion. They lotion up, they put it all over their body. So when the COs come and grab you, you're slippery and you can fight with them. They get the upper hand. They got 5 guys that come in and they're trying to manhandle you. You get all slippery and shit, and that's your way of fighting them. Well, this kid had shit everywhere, right? So they go in and they bombard him, and finally they get him cuffed up and they carry him out full of shit down the seg, right? And they'll be cockheads. They'll put you in a tank and they'll leave you in shit. They'll put you in a cell and they'll leave you in shit for an hour. Let it dry on you and stink. All beat up, handcuffed, sitting there covered in shit, and that'll be the way that they punish you until they come and give you a shower, and they'll write their report, and the captain comes down, and the works. But they'll torture you. After seeing that, the thing was this: so when you're there, you sign up for things like, I'll sign up for biohazard, and if there's a fight in another unit where someone gets cut, or they make a mess, or there's blood all over the place, or someone throws up, they'll call biohazard. You get in the white suit, you get in the whole white suit, you get gloves on, the mask, goggles, and you go down and you clean it. I got a weak stomach. I got a very weak stomach. If I see somebody where their nose is running, if I see somebody where their, like if I seen somebody take a drink and it had a cigarette butt in it, things like that, it makes me sick. Like the smell of shit, if it's not my, if it wasn't my child, myself, or my girl, any of my kids, it could be my brother, it could be my mother. If I can smell that you're shitting, it makes me sick. Like I gag, I start heaving, and I go right into it. Just it makes me sick. The thought of it makes me sick. So I go down to Biohazard, and so they call Biohazard. Now it's in my tier. I know what's going on. I know the thing. So I'm just hoping they're not gonna call me, because you got 5 or 6 guys that call for it, and this is our way of getting out. We go down to another block. And we can move something, or if we know somebody's down there, hey, we know so-and-so's got shit down there. Call for a biohazard, cut yourself, call for a biohazard. It's shit that people plan, you know what I mean? But you got 5 or 6 guys, like I said, that'll sign up for it, and they always change it, you know what I'm saying? So they call biohazard this night, and they call me Dupras. Oh my God, I went into this kid's cell. And like I said, from him having shit all over him, he rubbed it on his walls. The COs manhandling him, he had it on his bed and shit. I walked in there, and the smell was so fucking rancid through the mask that I was just, I started heaving. I had to throw out my mask. I went out. I told my CO, listen, I'm done. I quit. I'll never do biohazard again. They fired me that instant. They didn't fire me. I quit. I never did biohazard again. I couldn't fathom the idea of somebody like rubbing feces, shit all over their body, and not being sick yourself, And it was the worst thing I ever seen, man. I know I've seen it on pictures and videos. But to see it in person and look at someone covered in shit, that was my last incident of biohazard. So, let me know what y'all think, man. Would you do it? Would you do biohazard and have to go clean somebody's shit where they got it rubbed all over the walls and it's all over their cell and shit like that? When, people flood out their toilet and they got shit floating down the tier, they call biohazard. You gotta go and clean it and squeegee it up. It's fucking nasty. Let me know. Would you just do it? Leave in the comments below. Let me know. But you know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button. And, hey, I'll see you all on the next one. It's your boy Big Will. Peace.